Alright, welcome to Nerd Ratio, and this time I'm Sans Kid for the first time with some Loyal Subjects product. You can see a Transformers blind box in front of me. I said, why not let him take a break, because if this isn't what I want, maybe I'll want to trade it. Who knows? I do have a couple in mind that I want, so let's just look here. There's Bonecrusher, Scrapper, Tailbreaker, Rumble, Swoop, and then there's 3 on the back, and I don't remember exactly who is each of these 3, only I know this one's Hound. Hound is one I want, and then we have Laserbeak. Laserbeak is the other one I want, and Blitzwing, Long Haul, Sludge, and Wheeljack. So I'm wanting one of those 2 to keep. The others I might try to trade to get one of those 2, depending on what I see. I like the product, don't get me wrong. Already I'm sold on the Ninja Turtles, but I was thinking maybe I could trade for a turtle when I don't have and let my kid have that. I figure if my kid sees this opened or opens it himself, regardless of what it is, he would want it and I'd have to keep it. Even if he got like Long Haul, he would want to keep it, and then I'd have to try to get the other Constructicons, so that kind of thing. Anyways, you can see just barely in the corner, depending on how I release these, are some Ninja Turtle accessories. So I'm hoping to put some videos together like I promised of the Loyal Subjects Ninja Turtle stuff. But first we're just going to do this. And it'll be my blind box opening by myself, as well as, you can see more box art there, as well as a review of whatever this is inside. Alright, so we got the nice Transformer packaging. Feels very blocky. I actually picked up a couple boxes and I thought this one felt a little heavier. I had no idea if that's the way things work or not, but I thought, well, why not go for one that feels heavier? Alright, let's see who I got here. I've got a Constructicon, I know that. Let's see, Bonecrusher, okay. Bonecrusher. Set this aside. Now let's see what were my chances of getting Bonecrusher. 1 in 16. So is that relatively okay with Laserbeak? Yep, Laserbeak is 1 in 16. So unless this guy really wows me, I might be trying to do a little trade here. Oh, you know what? I said that, and look at how much articulation. I did not realize. I thought it would just be flat, but look, there's a little bit of up and down to that as well. That's pretty nice. The head, I got to be honest. To me, the Constructicons were they became Devastator to me as a kid and watching the cartoon, so I didn't get a big attachment to the individuals. Look at that, you see? I know the arms are going to be lengthened in the future. I definitely think that would help that wrist joint. I think as is, well, it does some, but I think a little bit longer in the arms would really help that. So I was going to say, the Bonecrusher I remember actually that I got kind of attached to was a Beast Wars figure. I believe that was was that the Buffalo? But I do like the name, and the helmet kind of reminds me of G.I. Joe's, the character, the Cobra, the Interrogator, like Interrogator, so I like that. I do like that visor-like faceplate. I don't necessarily think all TF should have the very human-like faces or very Bayish Insecticon faces. Those are kind of annoying too. I know my little so-called light box looking cloth isn't the most professional, but I'm happy to get a chance to use it. Somebody who's got some skills maybe want to help me out. I did, of course, open this, even though I don't know, I like this. The helmet's big, it feels kind of heavy and sturdy. There's turn at the waist here. So let's just see what the card says. Got that nice card art here. We've got Bonecrusher. He's demolitions. Bonecrusher finds beauty in rubble-strewn wastelands and longs to transform pretty much any location he happens to across into one. Moreover, he makes demolition into a wild performance art. He loves to show off his destructive talent for his fellow Decepticons. Deep down, his destruction is really a perfectionism that cannot tolerate anything he views as flawed, which includes the Autobots Megatron values the fear and destruction Bonecrusher creates as much as the resources harvested in his wake. Now, if you could just refrain from destroying the buildings Decepticons actually need. Bonecrusher combines with his fellow Constructicons to form Devastator. So, you know, it's a Gestalt or a robot that goes together to form more. So we can see here in this that there is this panel that seems to go right here. Right here. Alright. To go above or under the chin, I'm assuming. Under the chin. Alright, hey, it snapped into place, so that's pretty good. See, there's something on the back here. To be honest, I'm not really sure. Not a lot of detail on the back. We can see it's plain. I mean, we see the stuff on the bottom, but we don't see detail on the back here. Let's see. It's kind of plain looking. See how he holds his gun. Good finger. You can see that there's 3 fingers here, so it's stylized. It's not like human fingers. Not that that matters for a robot. Let's see how he compares to Leonardo, which would be the same price. Look at that. The amount of material for this guy, I mean, oh yeah. I mean, I think you're getting your money's worth as far as his amount of move and in this being the same price. Let's make sure that some of these things are interchangeable. Let's see. Leonardo's backpack hole is much smaller, so the TMNT accessories just aren't quite interchangeable with this guy. You know, I should have thought and brought in. My child has taken all the Ninja Turtles I have. I'm sorry, not all the Ninja Turtles, all the Transformers I have out of here, so I can't give you a good Transformer comparison. Maybe. No, that's not right. Hold on. Got some pizza there. Eating some pizza. Well, you watch him eat some pizza while I look, and I think that we're moving a light real quick. In fact, I know I have a couple of Transformers that I have not allowed my child to take out of here, but not many. We have an Optimus here, and we have a Soundwave. And I think those are the only two. Not to screw out of the floor. Oh, found one more. This Titanium Series Jetfire that was in my cell pile. I quite got rid of him yet. I don't know if you're curious about him, just message me or whatever. See this. But those are the ones that my son hasn't got a hold of, and you can kind of see, whoops, I'm sorry about that camera knock there. Again, not really a professional. You can kind of see the comparison here between them. And if you were interested in comparing it to, say, a modern era G.I. Joe, it is a horror show. Alright, I can't do a Russian accent. My buddy Tom can. Podcast partner in crime. So we can kind of see this. Don't have a lot to compare him with. Here's a baby adipose from Funko. Now look at the Funko static, and then you look at this guy and all this movement and playing with. I mean, I certainly like Funkos, but I've certainly been won over as a Loyal Subjects fan. Here's a Hot Wheel that looks vaguely like a Transformer. And just some more scale stuff like that. I figured a lot of people had that Prime. But you know what? I like him. If I was to give him some kind of grade, let's see. Not having as much nostalgia for him as, say, another character like Jazz or Bumblebee. Man, I really love the Autobots, really, and the Seekers, too. I'd probably give him an 8 out of 10. And you might say, well, why not like a 10 out of 10? Well, I think the arms could be a little longer, and that would help him. I think that might be my only complaint, is just, you know, I like his character, but I don't have the emotional attachment. I think maybe there could have been some paint on the back or something, but I think 8 out of 10 is like a really good score. If I was to do, I don't know, I mean, you know, this is old school. This is like, you know, you got to give this like a 10, but If I was going to compare to the TMNTs, I like the TMNTs better because of nostalgia and also their movement, but I would certainly like him better than I say I like Karai. Karai has this hair difficulty. So I'm a fan. I dig him, but I may end up trading him. I was really hoping for that Laserbeak or Hound. Oh, man. Talking to Jonathan and Kathy on the podcast, you know what you've done to me? You found me something else that I need to buy. So that's just terrible. My wife will hurt me. No, but my son loves the stuff, so that's why I didn't open this one in front of him. That way I could potentially check it out. All right. This is my first TF one, so please hang out and check out more videos. Like, subscribe, those kinds of things, because I've got some turtle ones, and yeah, no one's prying the turtle ones out of my hands. That's for sure. I got some turtle ones coming, and except my son. I got some turtle ones coming, and thanks again. This has been Nerd Ratio.